Chop Mosley in the building. What's good with you, Bo? You good? Good to see you, man. Film Mob in the building. I got Ricky Codio too. Oh,
he got the GOAT.
I got Ricky. Look who I got on the first ever shooter show, y'all. I got two of Philly's best, man. I got one of the photographer extraordinaires and Ricky Codio. Yeah, I'm gonna let him talk about himself, and I got my man from Film Mob, Chop Mosley, man. It's gonna be a good episode. So before we get started, just tell the people, Chop got put his phone on silent. Tell the people, Ricky, what you do, what is your title and all of that type of stuff.
I'm a photographer, Ricky Codio Photography, Mannequin Factory Studios. I'm a beauty, fashion, wedding, all-around photographer, but I focus mostly on fashion, beauty, and maternity. So that's one of the main focuses that I really like to shoot. Originally, I was an aspiring screenwriter, so I like to kind of add into my work and try to make it as colorful and different as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
He getting busy, Chop.
This year, that's all I'm doing is writing scripts this year.
All right, man.
What do you consider yourself, Chop? Tell the people what you are.
I hate being called a videographer. I hate that.
See, I love it, man. We gonna talk
y'all see me in the
about
street and call me a videographer and walk away. Turn around and walk away. I always thought I'm a writer, director, producer. It's not a videographer.
So we gonna talk about that a little bit. So this is what the Shooter Show is aimed at, man. The Shooter Show is here to educate, to enlighten, to introduce y'all to some of my shooting homies and some of the folks that I don't know that's getting busy, man, because there's a lot of different things like Chop just brought up. He don't like being called a videographer. I embrace it, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about a little bit of that. And the thing about the Shooter Show is I give everybody the same exact 10 questions, right? So we're going to run through these and we just going to have a little bit of fun with it, man. So first things up, man, I am a videographer, Chop.
I'm offended.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally don't like it.
He offended me by being offended by the, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm going to tell you like this. I make a lot of money being a videographer, and I think once you get in the game, like immersed in it, you're going to be a director. You're going to be a cinematographer.
Some people don't want to.
You're going to be a videographer on some job. You taking videography jobs.
Yeah, of course. pay the bills.
I guess it's an evolution type thing.
I mean,
when you started was a videographer now, but you
I wouldn't say that though.
You was never a videographer.
I always felt in my heart that I was a film writer and director. Like, I just did music videos to get by.
Yeah, you know but you did it though, so you can't.
Yeah,
I mean, that title.
And everybody that do videos.
That's not your main title.
Everybody see my videos though. They all cinematic.
I know, but that doesn't. But you were the one that was doing.
All right, yeah, well.
So
I was trying to go around it, bro.
Yeah, weren't you? You was holding the camera for some of these joints.
You gotta embrace it, bro. You gotta embrace it.
That's how you hit us with 3 titles, 4 titles. That's one of them. That means
I got a lot of
That's what he's saying.
That means that
it's just
if they need a
videographer, I just don't like being called a videographer.
Yeah, but you could. That means you can do it.
So why though? What triggers you like to say if somebody call you a videographer? What for you pushes that down to not being?
I just feel like at this point in my career, I'm doing so much more than the person holding the camera.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But cinematographers hold the camera.
Yeah, but they kind of like don't too, kind of.
They
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on
I've been on sets with
steady cam operators. They don't touch the camera when they, you know.
So it's tight of all. That's all.
Yeah, I grown. You know what I mean? From like you said, from the first time, from 2013 to now.
Yeah. Shop like he like I earned.
But if somebody said, "Yo, I want to hire a videographer,"
if the bag big enough,
I'll get it and then I hire someone else.
Oh, you should outsource and take a little bit off the top.
Yeah,
I don't think too about that. So question 2, I'm gonna go to you first, Ricky. What's your current working camera and why?
I just got the 5D Mark IV.
Biggity.
So I'm a Canon person. My favorite camera though is still my Mark III. You know, I like the way
I got my beat up Mark III sitting right here behind us, man.
Yeah, that's still my favorite, man.
He still get busy. He's still a workhorse.
I did so much with my Mark III, but also I like the consistency of the color. I had to get really. Once I had the Mark IV, it was like a drastic different look to it that it was kind of driving me crazy at first until I adjusted the right way for myself.
Right.
But it was not. I wasn't feeling it at first. That's actually the second time I got one. I got one before, and I was like,
I remember you sent your joint back.
But I was like, you know what? It's time for me to get a a new camera, so I'm still stick with Canon family. Still stick with the Mark series.
You still got your 3,
5D,
2?
5D, yeah, I got the Mark 2, the 3, and the 4. And those are like, yeah, Mark 2, man.
That was a shot right
II.
there.
Even though I got the Mark 2.
That was a shot in the music video. It was like 2012.
But I got the Mark 2 after the Mark 3 though. Somebody was just like selling. I was like,
Let me get
might
this
as well
one.
just.
Little 500.
But I had like, but I prefer the Mark. I mean, I like the Mark 4 because it's like I think 30 megapixels and it's sharp as hell, yo. But the problem is, it just takes so much memory.
Right.
Like I'm talking.
When you first got in the game, what was the camera you was using? First joint you
I
used.
call this joint the crazy camera. It was an Olympus nonsense. I called it. I don't even remember the digits. But I used to take party pictures when I was sneaking into clubs, and it would do this thing. Now I know what it is, but back in the day I didn't. You know how when it's like trying to adjust the lighting, so it do like this crazy little flash at the person and then it flash?
Yeah.
Like so you could see the person pretty much, the sensor. It was doing that so much, so I'll be taking pictures so people get hit with that first, and like, then they hit it with the flash. Yeah, so they had the face, and it was like, then the flash hit them, and I was just like, I didn't know why it did that.
Had to figure it out.
Then I figured out, I was like, okay, but that was one of the first cameras I used, and then, but the camera that really got me into this is my T1i. Right now, I think they're like a T8 or whatever. I don't know.
You was ahead of me.
Yeah,
That was you were before me, rather.
It wasn't just a TI right back then. It wasn't just a
Yeah,
Rebel.
it was no, it was a T1i. It was like a T1i.
So they knew it was more coming.
Yeah, right now it was. I think they had like 8.
I started at a
They up
T3.
there.
Yeah, so yeah, there's like
T3
a,
was your first joint?
yeah with the swivel screen and that. I was jealous about that joint.
7D was my first joint.
I had a 7. That was my after my T1. That was the one I was using for like 3-4 years. Was a 7D. I love the 7D, but the crop was.
Yeah, the crowd was
I used
crazy.
to have to go
7D
all the
with
way-
85.
all the
Boy,
way
you be let me back up a little bit more.
all the way in the back. Yeah.
Chop, what's your workhorse right now? What you shooting with?
The Black Magic Pocket.
Which one? The 4K, 6K?
I didn't jump to the 6K yet because I feel like everything still gets scaled down to 4K.
Right.
And it still look good. You know, I owned the red. I sold it, and I bought a Black Magic. But I started with a T3i, so I had a lot of cameras over here. T3i, 6D.
Listen, man, one of my mentors back in the day told me, don't be a camera chaser, man.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
cameras change so much, but you keep the lenses. You know what I'm saying? I know you know going from Black Magic, you got a EF mount on that?
No, I got a
Sony mount?
I just
Micro Four Throws? Yeah, I got the same one.
I only got the Mark IV because my Mark III was like showing a little wear and tear, and I was like, all right, this is. I don't want this to
You ain't
die.
seen wear and tear, Ricky. Look at this. So you know in my new Philly, I let everybody take them out. We miss. Look what we missing, Chop. Like,
Not all that, but into
what's going
I got this
on?
part right here, but this right here, you tripping for losing this,
Right? Come on, man. You gotta take care of
You would
it.
never try your Sony A7R?
I have an A7S2 actually. A Sony
Did you
A7.
try the R yet?
Nah, oh yeah, I definitely. That
You like
40
it?
megapixel, yeah, it should look amazing.
I just make sure-
I don't like the feeling of Sony cameras though. It
Okay.
feels like I'm using one of those like disposable cameras.
It's too small.
My hand is like all big and
But the image quality is
yeah, ridiculous.
Okay.
But I hate the feel of it.
You dabbled in the videography a little bit
So I
too,
bought the
man.
A7S2 to do video work because it was like it was very good on low light for video.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm writing my scripts now, so let me try to bring these.
So we got a Ricky Codio movie coming soon.
We have like I'm working on the graphic novel and like some scripts right now.
Well,
So this is what I'm trying to do this
You know, I
year.
still act play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you too. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
originally,
you know what I mean?
10 years ago when I got in, this year make 10 years, but 10 years ago,
Damn.
I used to write movies,
You in it for
and
a
I had
while.
like I had a whole casting call in this auditorium and everything, and I was like really working on my own TV show. I wrote 7 scripts back then, and then I accidentally became a photographer, and that just took my time.
Well, that's a good accident, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to you with this one, Chop. We always hear shooters have a hard time working with each other. Tell me who's someone you'd love to work with locally and somebody that's already on that you'd love to work with,
Film-wise,
film-wise.
locally, Gene got visuals. That's my guy.
Okay, he actually was just in here shooting.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
guy.
shout out to Gene.
He reached out to me a while back. We came on board, and it's like we kind of clicked from the rip. You know what I'm saying? He know what I be wanting, and I, you know what I'm saying. But he definitely the person. Now I say for
Somebody that's on.
I guess I have to say Benny.
You ain't worked with Benny yet?
Yeah, You said somebody I did work with.
No, you said somebody you want to.
Oh, you said I want to work with.
I know you work with Benny Boom.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, that's a good ride. I fucked with Michael Bay too.
The production crazy and the explosions and all that.
I want to see that in person.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you know, sort of like I've been watching the behind the scenes.
You gotta watch the behind the scenes, Michael Bay.
Crazy,
and I like how immersed in it he be.
Yeah.
Like I was watching one of the Jones, he was helping the Bulls dig a hole. They needed to put something in. He'd be all on the ground on that. Like,
but these things, the things he be doing, one wrong thing, you could either die or miss a crazy ass shot that you can't recreate.
It's like the Bad Boys John when they did the Bad Boys when the Bad Boys 2 when the cars was flipping off the John, they was like they got one time. They had one time to do it.
The Fast and the Furious when they were dropping all the cars out the window.
Was that Michael Bay?
Nah, that was it Lee?
He did Transformers.
The dude that did
Michael Bay did
Aquaman.
Yeah, I remember he was on that.
The Aquaman, but they was dropping the cars out the window, and that shot right there itself is like one of those.
Yeah, you ain't doing that again. That'll double your budget.
Yeah, you can't.
Somebody in the city that you looking forward to working with one day.
Photography wise, I never understand
anybody.
What you mean, like
you gave me
like creatively?
Yeah, you said like video, right?
You told me working to it. You said
no. I said who
was you? You said who do you work well with? That's what you said.
No. I wanted to know who you want to work with.
No, you said
they say shooters can't work together.
Yeah,
who's somebody out
you
there?
said anybody when I asked you. You said so. You talking about photographers?
I'm talking about video, photography, creative.
He answered his. I'll come back and answer mine.
Okay. Let's see. If it's photography wise, I don't know how two photographers really work together, but Ryan Powell is my homie, and I definitely would like to work with him on something one day.
Okay.
So me and him could set up a shoot where we could come together and do that.
And anybody that's on already,
Dave LaChapelle, man.
Okay, that's a good one.
They're doing crazy. His stuff is so surreal. I just when I look at his stuff, I just be like, wow,
Nah, that's facts. Chop, you had somebody else in mind?
No, I did. I'm trying to sit here and think that.
We gonna keep.
I work with almost everybody in the city.
Right.
As far as video wise, I pretty much already work with coming people, so I don't really have anybody. I haven't seen anybody new that I feel like.
All good. The experience or person that changed your life or shaped your career. Give me one experience or one person that you met that really got you focused in a different way.
It had to be Benny.
Okay.
I went to the first and foremost. I wasn't even into filming at all. So my uncle passed away. That was Benny's homie. He was real tight.
Okay.
So I had actually called him and let him know my uncle passed away. I didn't even know he did music videos. I didn't know. My mom was like, just call Benny and let him know Steve died. Cool. He's like, hey man, I'm in Philly shooting a Meek Mill video on my boss. I'm looking at the phone like, shit, and I was like, he's like, come down. So I went down there and then that shit opened my eyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rick, how about you?
What? I'm sorry.
He had texting some videographer that he wanted. Oh no, that was that was something loud.
That definitely wasn't.
That was something loud. No. The question is the experience or person that changed your film life or shaped your career.
Let me see. Well, my homie, his name is Derek Boyer. He actually helped me start my career. So,
Derek?
Yeah, that's my homie. I used to work with him at T-Mobile, and that's when I used to write movies and try to work on that. And he just graduated Art Institute.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, well, he could probably help me. So he's having a party. This is how I became a photographer. He's having a party, and he's like, yo, just come to this party. And, you probably could meet people there that could help you because it's like the arts crowds and stuff like that. I was like, all right, cool. The problem was it was 21 to get in, and I'm 19. So I was like, he's like, well, if you borrow a camera and act like a photographer, you won't get carded.
The camera gets you.
They'll think that you working.
Right.
I was like, all right, so I borrowed the camera, and I just
brother, right?
Yeah, for my brother, and I walked right by the bouncer, and I was in there. I was like, oh, this is a party. This is not like a networking situation. Right. So I was like, well, since I got this around my neck, let me just start, and I just started taking pictures in there, and they like what I did because I threw them on Facebook when I got home, and then I woke up by tagging and liking stuff. Then after that, they asked me to come back, and I started sneaking into all these parties in Philly. Like I used to like leave work at 7 and sit at a party from like 8 till 1. I watch people setting up tables because I don't want to have to sneak past the bouncer every time. And I just kept doing that, and that's how I kind of got my name out there a little bit. And so I'll say that he's one of the people that influenced it because he pretty much helped me down this path of like even starting this thing. So
cool. Horror story. I need a crazy something that happened on set while you were shooting.
On set, I don't think of anything crazy happened on set. I could tell you why I started taking deposits. I can tell you that. My story about why deposits are required.
Why are required, Rick?
Had $20. This was like 8-9 years ago. Had $20 in my pocket, and the guy, he's like this rapper, but he's like,
what's his name?
This rapper.
No, he's a New York rapper. But you know how back in the day people used to sell themselves to you? You used to be like, okay, this sounds like legit.
Right.
Before you realize that, anybody could get certain things by, PR and all that stuff. So he's like, yo, I want to hire you to do this photo shoot for me. He's in New York. He found me off like, I don't know, Twitter or Instagram. No, probably Twitter or Facebook because I don't think Instagram was even out yet. So I was like, all right, cool. He's like, all right, I'm in New York. So I had $20, I think. Took the bus. I told him how much it would cost. He was like, all right, cool. Then get a deposit from him. Went up there and got to his hotel room. Nice hotel in like Times Square. We in there shooting. But he's saying certain things that make it sound like he's not going to pay me, right? You know how people start like saying things like, this man walk around like, oh man, my homie's not here yet. He's supposed to bring me my other stuff. Like, he was saying a lot of things like that, right? But I'm like, all right, we still going. And then he's like, all right, so after the whole shit was done, he's packing up. He's like, all right, so yeah, the person didn't come and give me the money. After he gave me all the excuses or whatever, I had $20 to go up there. I didn't have nothing to go really back. So I had to find a way to get back, back to Philly. This is before Cash App and all that other stuff. So when you need money, you gotta
MoneyGram.
Yeah, so I had to go all the way back to Philly with nothing. Spent my only 20, and I was like, okay, well, deposits is a requirement now because I just went all the way to New York.
So he never paid you?
So for the next 5 years, he would like hit me or my team up and be like, I'm still gonna pay you. He did it for like 5 years straight, like every 6-7 months. I always pay my debts. I pay my debts for 5 years. Then stop here from
disappeared.
So
crazy. Chop, horror story, man. Something crazy that happened on set or something like what Ricky told me.
Oh shit, I was shooting in a driveway. It was like a block party.
Okay.
And he started shooting.
Oh man. Music video?
Not both. I was taking pictures.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
It wasn't related to what you was doing though, it just happened to be.
I guess they was looking for somebody that was there, and
they
shot in the crowd, bro. Like I was in the front, and I seen, how you looking. So I'm taking a picture. I'm looking through the jaw. So I'm like, yo, was that a spark? And you heard something, and then I seen it again, and everybody started running.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy horror story. Yeah, he do. And quick and beat.
Nice.
All right, so what's the not to do's? This one is for people that's trying to get in the photography game, people that's trying to get in the film game, whatever. What's a lesson you learned that you can tell the people, don't do this?
Don't follow trends.
No matter how connected somebody might sell you and working for them for free, it's not.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, they're like, hey, if you work with me, a lot of people's all their broke friends are gonna try to do the same thing. So.
And I'll add on to what Ricky's saying. The other one is don't take discounts based on what they got coming up. Because we all hear that one a million times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to rock with me this time. I'm going to give you X, Y, Z. But me and my man, we got like 20 Jones we getting ready to do. So, I'm going to take care of it.
I'm loyal. So, I only stick with the same person.
There's definitely no loyalty in this game.
At all.
I work with a bunch of different artists. I help with a bunch of different artists. And eventually, all kind of turn it back on you.
Right. And I don't know if it's so much as, I can't speak for you and tell your story. I don't know that it's so much as turn your back as it is. Some people just ain't got no money.
Number one. I'm talking about when they get to where they.
No, yeah, when a lot of people that.
So you talking about people that you actually had that conversation with, like, yo, we rocking this way.
I shot people for
when you
free.
rise, I rise, that type of thing.
I shot people for free back in the day when they needed to, they'll pay another person back in the day. They're like, you're doing something for free. It could be family, it could be friends. You're doing free stuff for them. Then when you find out they work with somebody else and paid the other person. So it's like.
So you talking about something different to come back to you.
I'm talking about the people that you help get to where they at. Them type people.
Yeah, that's different. I was talking about your general client. Hiring you one time, going away from you, coming back.
They all do that. There's no loyalty.
If you can find somebody, honestly, before quality, they look for cheap.
Yeah, most of the time.
They would go to somebody else, not because their work is better, but because they are like, all right, well, I can get away with this.
Right. Somebody told me, why I'm going to pay you over $1,000 for a video and I can pay you $250. I'll go pay $250.
You gonna see why you should have paid me.
But a lot of people don't care with the $250.
Yeah, because they about to shoot in front of the potty store anyway.
That's what they had to say. Well, Bobby Shmurda's video didn't look like that, and it had 100 million views.
Because Bobby Shmurda did not know he was going to hit 100 million.
Right.
Bobby Shmurda hit 100 million because he was dancing like that, and everybody thought it was funny, and it took off.
But they look at the video like the video, you know. But
people don't understand production.
That's why I really don't even get into this stuff with music videos no more. I'm a cinema guy now.
Hire Chop for the cinema, man. You need a video.
You need a movie or something?
Go elsewhere.
Call me. If you want a video, I don't know, man.
Because you know the thing about videos, man. I've been doing this 9 years. March will make 9 years for me in front of the camera.
Oh yeah.
Then I probably got another 8 or 9 or 10 in front of doing acting and modeling. So excuse me, this is 9 years behind the camera, I should say. But I probably did like 3 music videos in my career, bro. And the reason being, it's like, I know you shoot weddings, I shoot weddings too. I know Ricky shoot weddings, we obviously filming them, he photography, but we make so much bread in that angle. And it brings so much joy to people, and it lasts longer, and it's such an easier job than a music video. Even though a music video might be 3-4 minutes long, it's such a hassle.
Yeah, I used to see you guys going through this warehouse, and then you gotta go to the other person's house.
It's
and then
such a hassle.
Shot, and then you got a shot in a field, and all of that in one day.
Bro. And
you're not trying to pay $1,000.
Bro, I'm about to say my weddings, I'm averaging like $3,000, $3,500 for a wedding. That's the median range. These dudes ain't paying that for no music video.
No. Not even, they barely want to pay $600.
Right, right.
So.
But it's also because we live in a world now where everybody got a camera.
It's oversaturated.
So it's like, it's oversaturated. It's not a problem.
That's why Chop don't like being called a videographer.
Yeah, because he don't want to be amongst them. You know, the mortals.
Hey, listen, man.
But
I don't like being called a music videographer. How about that? Is that a better statement for it?
I mean,
I don't know. You probably could get real crazy with you.
They one and the same because I'm a videographer, but I don't shoot music videos.
Honestly,
So
do what you would do versus with music video. Your music video might be real crazy.
And a lot of times they don't even like. They come to me, right? They be like, yeah, come with the idea. I come with the idea. I think it's like crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They be like, no, I don't want to do that. It's too. Can't do that. It's too much.
And then you see their video.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro, don't call me no more, bro.
Best moment or accomplishment behind the camera on person or set you work with. So the best person you work with or the best set you've been on or your best accomplishment. I know I see you in magazines and all that. Your stuff be getting published and all that. He big. So can I hold something, baby? Man,
my favorite was probably when I worked on Creed. So when I did the photos for that. Because I was able to see behind the scenes I was more interested in the film stuff. Watching them go through rehearsals, like even the scenes of him boxing. When he's boxing the other person at the beginning, the videographer's actually in their face, and the videographer gotta know the choreographer too.
Yeah.
So as he swings, the videographer is literally ducking too and everything.
Hold on.
Cinematographer,
the director or the cinematographer.
No, I didn't say nothing wrong with cinematographer.
No,
I said videographer.
But he over here being real disrespectful. The videographer was in his face.
The DP.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
But it was like watching him because he had to know that at this scene, when he swing this way, he got to duck and roll around him. So he was like running, like spinning. It was real crazy. But
that's dope.
In the middle of them both fighting though, So while they're fighting, it's not like he's like just jabbing towards the camera. He was literally fighting, and the guy was like in front of him. Then before he about to swing at the dude, he spun and catch him from another angle, but he was just like in his face. And then they passed the camera off to somebody else who was on the outside. So it was like watching that and just watching how they're all just walking around and seeing the day to day of like, shooting was like really cool. And then doing the photos and working on the photos and stuff like that. Cause they hired me to do like lighting and for the photography part, and help them with the setup of the camera for the photography part. When you watch the movie and you see them real big, like the fight cars and everything, I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
That was so fire to see that. And then my second one was gotta be when I did the Love and Hip Hop maternity shoot, because it kind of kickstarted my maternity business, and which is a big
Tara,
part.
Right?
Yeah, Tara. So that was a big part of my business, and doing that and seeing people's reaction to when we release it was just like crazy.
So Chop, what about you, man? What's your best accomplishment, or the number one person you met or set you worked on, or something like that?
My best accomplishment has to be my first movie premiere for track. Just like selling out one. It's like a 400-seat theater. I sold it out.
That's dope. Congrats on that.
Thanks, man.
And I watched that whole first season. I'm waiting for the second one.
The fact that you made it even a show is ridiculous. That's a lot of people's dreams. And it's like writing a book. A lot of people say they want to do it or they work on it, but they never do it.
That's probably the hardest.
Tough.
It's the hardest
So
thing I ever had to do. Yeah. But it just it's being in there, because I see it firsthand, writing, shooting it, editing it. So I don't know what's funny, what's not funny, what part gonna make you like, oh dang, that's crazy. So just getting there, like seeing their reaction in live time was amazing, man. I kind of shed a tear.
You can say you cried. You
That's
try to pull it back.
cool, man. That's an amazing accomplishment.
It is.
Man. That's
it
like,
is. And I know what that's like from when I did Singledom, my first premiere. So same thing, and I had my son in it. You know what I mean? We went on to take that joint down. We went to a bunch of different web festivals, but we ended up winning in LA, winning the big joint. We won 3 joints. So, and they had a good. I think they showed my trailer in there, so I had a good reaction even out in LA. They didn't see the whole joint, but they seen the trailer. I ended up winning the best trailer award. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So
that's dope.
That's definitely, as you say that. Either that or starting My New Philly, man, it gotta be, one of mine. One of my biggest accomplishments that I've had. Just given, when I started, there wasn't a place like My New Philly where creatives could come and just learn and use different tools and have the space to operate, and the cameras and all of that. So, in retrospect, me giving that to other people feels like I had it myself. You know what I'm saying? Moving down, we almost done on here on Shooter Show. What's the number one mistake that you see in young shooters make, and how can they fix that? That goes to both of y'all. Number one mistake people that's just getting in the game make.
Money. They think it's about money at first. Oh, okay, I could do this, I can make money. And it's not about that. Take pictures or do video for free for as long as you can to get the time in, the knowledge in, to get as far as you can with building your name, and then worry about that. If you come in here strictly for money, you're going to shoot a certain way that's going to look like,
Start your growth.
And that's the thing. And also, it's like you can learn from people or videos or whatever, but don't use that as a placeholder for your career. And the reason I say that is because when you go to school for certain things like video or pictures, or photography, you realize that what they teach you is one way of learning.
Right.
Don't take what they show you and say, okay, from now on, all my work is going to apply these things to it. Because, I've met people who went to school for it. They be like, this photo's nice, but it's not centered with the rule of third. And it's like, art, what we do, doesn't always have a rule.
Right.
No rule.
If I offset a person because of the shot, it's because I think it looked good that way.
Right.
But if you go to somebody who's like went to school for these things, they might critique it like, well, my teacher told me. I had people tell me like, oh, my teacher told me never shoot off auto white balance, or always shoot with flash white balance, or don't go to custom white balance. Like people actually said that to me. I'm like, but if it makes your shot look a certain way, then go for it. If a teacher tell you how to do it, that doesn't mean it's law. He's just another person that learned it that way.
And you know what it's about, and the way I teach all of the folks around here is learn the rules, right? So that you know those, and then you bend the rules.
Yeah, you gotta.
Right? If you know the rules and you break the rules, that's different than just oh, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Because if you go in there thinking that you're going to apply the same exact level of like what you learned to every shoot, every video shoot, every photo shoot, then it's not going to work, because sometimes you have to be creative to get certain shots. Sometimes you got to move a certain way, shoot a certain way, and get weird angles that might look, might not be what you was taught to shoot, but might come out a certain way that might just blow everybody away.
100%.
So my biggest thing is telling that learn, accept mentors and everything. Learn that, but you gotta learn your own way of doing things, because that might stunt your growth, like you said, or it might cause you to put yourself in a box, and that might not help your career. So.
I couldn't agree more. Shot, what they making mistakes on, man?
I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I really don't follow too many people like up and coming.
Even people that come around you, because I'm sure you get young people that see what you're doing and they like, yo, I just want to.
I just applied to what I just said was me. Like that's what I told myself because I hear that.
I would just say mainly never stop creating. I think people basically do one thing and then just like, I'm just wrong with this. I just me personally, when I first came in, I did not want to shoot music videos. I wanted to create stories, like write scripts and all that type of stuff. So I would just say, don't put yourself in the box, because I feel like everybody and they be stuck there. There's a lot of people that I came up with that's still stuck in a box.
I started doing parties, and I absolutely don't want to do that. So you did what you had to, so you could do what you want.
Get where you want to go. This is a good one right here. If you weren't behind the camera at all, what would you be doing? What would Chop's
If anybody follow me on Instagram, right, they know what I think I am.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I follow you.
Chef.
Really?
Chef Chop?
Yeah.
That's a good name for a chef.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't a film guy, I would definitely.
So what you cooking up, Chop? What's your dish?
Whatever you want.
Are you whatever you want?
I'm
good.
You make your own show.
In the kitchen, bro.
Yeah, why don't you make your own cooking show? You can film that.
I could, but
come on, man.
Oh, go back to that point. I thought of something. Don't ever if you're the best person at everything on your team, then you're on the wrong team.
Yeah, of course.
That's an issue that I do see. I don't want to be the best. I want to bring the best around me, so we all can elevate together.
Everybody can elevate together.
I can't do a photo shoot without every piece of. I need the best makeup, hair, set design. I'm not gonna go and do all of that, and I'm not gonna sit here.
That's the mistake that everybody. You can't do it all by yourself. It's just not. It's not possible.
But if I wasn't behind the camera, I want to be a boxer.
A boxer?
Yeah.
You in the gym now? Because you just slimmed up.
Yeah, I'm training actually now with a boxer trainer. But yeah, I always wanted to be a boxer.
I mean, Rick, you still young, man. You might still got time to knock a nigga out or something.
I don't know, man, but I'm loving it. I'm really loving the discipline of it, Like, I'd be in the crib just walking around like, oh, man, I can't wait to fight one day. So it's like, it's very...
Who knew?
You gonna have an amateur fight?
I don't know, actually. I don't know if I'm doing it just because I want to learn how to do it, or am I actually, depending on how good I get, I might actually go... I want to do boxing or kickboxing. Like,
let's go, Rick.
Like UFC. So I'm very interested in that. But outside of that, of course, it'll be screenwriting.
Rick, you don't seem like the aggressive type.
You don't.
It's one of those quiet,
I wouldn't take that.
Yeah. So, but originally, of course, number one, even after photography or before photography, would be screenwriting. That's what I want to be. That's what I am, and that's where I see my life in the next 5-10 years.
Solid. I hope you get that. So, last question before I let y'all talk about what y'all got working on. Something non-camera related that's the people would be shocked to find out about one of y'all. Like something that like I'm shocked to find out that you like boxing and all of that. But
that's crazy.
What's one thing that people don't know about Ricky Codio? They don't know about Shot Mosley. That's something funny, quirky, amazing.
I like doing karaoke a lot.
Word?
Yes, I like it.
I could give me a little karaoke right now.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I like to do that in the privacy of my house.
Oh, you a shower singer? You the ball.
I like to do karaoke. Actually, So that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know about me. And I'm more like sociable than I let off. So that's why I like to do karaoke. I like having like a bunch of people that I know though to do karaoke with me. So that's one of my things I like to do.
I'm boring, man. I'm a homebody. Nobody probably never.
No, that's what I'm a homebody too. That's why I do karaoke at my house.
I'm saying that people wouldn't think I'm a homebody, but I'm a homebody.
Okay.
I spend, if I'm not working, 90% of my time is in the house. Oh, I'm not working.
I can dig it. I mean, we up there in age, man. It ain't
I'm a movie head, so I just sit in the house.
What's it up there?
I don't really
shop.
32.
Oh damn! I'm an old head apparently. It's
41?
just I'm not 41, bro. I'm not even
39.
40.
Oh,
I'm 38. All right, I ain't that out here.
No, but
hey man, you don't even look it, so
You know I don't. I mean, no drinking, no
sounds
smoking,
fun.
working out.
Fun.
So what's fun about Chop, man?
I don't know.
We gotta come get the Chop meal, man.
I'm trying to think. What's fun? I don't really. But I play sports. I look at movies. I might play a game here.
All right, so tell me your favorite movie. What's the number one movie you can watch all the time?
I can't movie here, bro. I watch everything.
Oh,
I watch from sci-fi to love movies, bro. I watch everything. So I don't really have
You can't even pick a
Well,
genre.
another thing for me is I love ballet too. Like watching
Ballet?
And
Like
plays.
watching ballet?
Ballet and plays. I love watching ballet.
You think you know a guy.
Hey man,
This
I'm pretty predictable. People could have guessed.
Nah, I'm not. I don't show it at all. But I love ballets. I love plays. I like watching like musicals. I like all that stuff.
Yeah, you different.
I like the set.
You different.
Like the set design.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It was amazing.
Between work and my daughter, bro, I have no other time to do anything. That's really my life.
I can dig. Chop the chef, homebody daddy.
Yeah.
And we got ballet boxing Ricky over here.
I actually like that with that sound.
Ballet boxing. That might be a sport. Ballet boxing.
Oh man, look, before we get out of here, real quick, tell the people what they can expect from y'all 2020. I know you got some projects
Man,
coming
we
up.
turning up, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, we got track coming, track 2. Got the come up coming for my first feature film I just shot. We writing about like 4 or 5 features right now, and like going back and forth between all of them. So it's just movie. It's movie time. It's movie time.
It's movie time over at Film Mob, man.
It's
Ricky, what's going on, man? Me and Ricky got a project we supposed to be working on. I don't know.
Assembly Line Season 2, where I let any inspired photographers or photographers who've been shooting for years or whatever come use my studio for free every Wednesday just to give back to everybody, just so they can have the experience of shooting. We provide the equipment. You could just come in. You could even shoot a client there if you want, or you just want to play around and practice. But Season 1, I just opened it up to people when they came in and did it. Season 2, I'm actually going to sit there with you and like help you if you need me on anything. If you need me,
It's totally free.
Totally free.
That's dope.
So it's 1 hour every Wednesday. Since I have 2 studios, so it's going to be 2 people at a time. And I'm just going to supply everything and help them with whatever they need. This is my 10th year anniversary party for my 10th year anniversary party for being a photographer, and my 5th year of my studio being open. So later this year we're going to throw an event for that. And then I'm also working on like little writing projects finally, and I might film something this year. So and I might be doing my art show this year. So it's going to be a big year for
Ricky,
me.
are we doing Naked Philly this year?
And we're doing Naked Philly this year.
Oh, see, it's on tape now. He can't run from me. We were supposed to do it 2019. Ricky was like, man, I just keep getting busier and busier.
There's so much to do, man. But this year I'm trying to like delegate more of my time to different things.
There it is.
And I'll be able to, really focus more on more projects. I do a lot of client work. So this year I'm like, okay, this time I want to work on my projects. What made me fall in love with photography.
Right. So I'm looking forward to it. I know y'all looking forward to it, man. I just want to thank y'all for coming out once again. Shooter Show, man. It's what we do down here. Introducing y'all to the best locally and nationally. You never know who I might bring on here, man. It's the Shooter Show. We out.